What is up, everyone? It is the man, the myth, the legend. It is Adam. Welcome back to the video. Welcome back to a movie review. So today we're going to be reviewing Deadpool vs. Wolverine, and I seen it last night. It was awesome. Yeah. So warning, spoilers ahead. If you have not seen it, please do not watch this video. Go and watch it, and then come back and watch the video, because this is spoilers ahead. I'm going through every bit in detail from the intro to the end credit scene. So let's get this go. So make sure you go watch it before you watch the video, because obviously it's gonna be spoilers. Normally I would wait a month to have the movies out, but I want to get this done over with, because I just seen it and I want to get my honest review about it. So I'm giving you a full warning. Spoilers ahead. Have not gone and seen it yet, go see it. It was amazing. I will be doing a number out of 10, so anywhere from 1 out of 10 to 10 out of 10 review for this. I mostly was gonna, so Deadpool I wasn't reviewing much on his part because I want to see how they handle Wolverine, which is freaking amazing. Deadpool, I only wanted to review him on the fourth wall breaks and the currency. What actually makes him Deadpool. So let us begin. So the intro, they killed it with the intro again. They always kill it with great intros in the movies. Intro, I will say, Deadpool took over the opening Marvel credits, which I don't think was done in the previous two films. So opening Marvel credits, Marvel Studios, Deadpool, associated with Deadpool, and then in the end he started close to the end of that scene, opening credits for Marvel Studios. He basically sang the Marvel song thing, the song they used, which is pretty awesome. Then we go into the intro. Deadpool talks that he wasn't sure if he was going to come back, and how Disney asked him to come back. You know, and then he goes to say that he can't really do this without just honoring Wolverine's legacy and ending to his story, because he did say that Logan is still a movie, like they're not retconning Logan. So Logan does happen still, in a way. He does dig up Wolverine's metal skeleton, which we already knew Wolverine's skeleton is all metal, it's all animanium. And he talks to it, you know, he's talking to it. And he addresses him by Hugh. So this is the first fourth wall break of the movie, which I think it was like eight fourth wall breaks. Now, I said in my vlog that when that's my camera remote. I'm just gonna put that back here for right now. Fourth wall breaks, I was hoping there'd be at least 10, and I said that if I was super satisfied there was less than 10 in my vlog. I mean, I'm satisfied with this movie. I mean, because there were about 9, I believe. One was a further 10th by, and we'll get that later on, but later down the road in the review. So I saw it for 9. I was like, alright. I mean, the movie itself was freaking awesome. But yeah, he addresses the skeleton as Hugh. And during this whole thing, the song playing was "Only You" by Elvis Presley, which, I mean, we knew they were going to, you know, Deadpool's the type of person that will use songs in any given moment. And then shortly after, TVA makes its appearance, and then he starts fighting them with, of course, desecrating Wolverine's remains, because, you know, Deadpool's Deadpool, he's going to do it, and he starts using animanium skeletons to basically kick TVA's ass. And the song uses Bio by NSYNC, which was freaking awesome. I mean, Deadpool got those moves down, and I believe Ryan Reynolds was doing the moves too, but he made it more funnier. People were saying that wasn't Deadpool, that wasn't Ryan Reynolds dancing, but we all gotta remember, Ryan does everything in these movies, except when it comes to, like, the big, major fights. You know, when it's like when he feels like it's too much for him. And he was just obliterating the TVA army. And at the end, he used Wolverine's claws, which was freaking awesome. And to me, this was like every millennial's dream come true. I'm a millennial. Okay, I've listened to NSYNC, I listened to Backstreet Boys, I listened to everything millennial from 1980. I was born in 1995, so I made the millennial cut by a year. The cut by a year, because millennials are from years 1980 to 1996. I made the cut by a year. He was born in 1995. But this is like every millennial's dream, and there was a lot of stuff. I feel like Deadpool is taught to us millennials, because there's a lot of stuff that we listen to or get references to in this movie, which I love this. And then we go straight into the movie. It goes, he flashes back before this like whole fighting scene takes place, and we see Deadpool is at Stark Tower talking to Happy, which is freaking awesome. And this is Earth 616, by the way. Deadpool wants, or needs, he claims he needs to be an Avenger. And then we see Iron Man's helmet, Tony's reactor core, which says proof Tony Stark has a heart. We see Captain American sealed. Freaking awesome. But I do not believe this is Deadpool's Earth. Deadpool's Earth is not Earth 616. Yeah, but it's great that we see this. So basically, Deadpool is part of the MCU at this point. He really brought over the MCU characters. Like we see Thor in the movie at some point. You know, and like mostly scenes and cameos. Hulk was at one point in this movie. We did see his face. We just saw like the Hulk's body, which was more than enough to be so okay, yeah, this is MCU. Like, this is basically MCU. Deadpool is now officially part of the MCU amongst the other characters that were in this movie. Anyway, he gets turned down by Happy, because Happy's not the big cheese. Now, I want to know where this takes place in the timeline, because we don't know what exactly happened to Happy after he went to No Way Home. We know that the spell that at the end basically made everyone forget who Peter Parker was, which means any losses against Happy, I think, will just erase, because no one knows who Peter is, so they couldn't get Happy in trouble. I guess, I don't know. All we know is in this point in time, Happy here in the scene is basically the big cheese, but this is also happening after Tony's sacrifice, Tony Stark's sacrifice, so, in Endgame. So, yeah, and it has to be turning time the multiverse. So I'm thinking this happens right after No Way Home. I gotta change my battery. I'm on low battery. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. So I got it. Replace the battery. So let's go on. 6 years later, and Earth 1005, like that's what it was. Excuse me. Deadpool basically became a car salesman, and claimed he was Wade Wilson. He was no longer Deadpool, and he is aware. Oh, and he's no longer Deadpool. And this is 6 years later. Then eventually the TVA captures him after a heartfelt birthday party at the apartment he's sharing with Blind Owl. And they are aware of his abuse of the sacred timeline, but that's not why they captured him. And the only reason why they captured him is because they need him to fix some else's problems. It also shows scenes from the MCU, and thus fully bringing Deadpool over to the MCU along with Wolverine. They gave him a chance to leave his timelines. He tells Fox to F off and that he's going to Disneyland. It's his second fourth wall break. He gets his suit redone, and he gets a new adamantium katana. And it's also revealed that Logan and Deadpool are in the same universe. and that Logan is his anchor being. And since he died in Logan, the movie Logan, Deadpool's universe goes to bye-bye, and he goes back, and then basically fast forwards back to Wolverine's grave, because he during this time he swipes the TVA device to go into different universes, and then he basically is interviewing Wolverines at this point. He interviews Wolverines. He gets to a point where it's like Hulk versus Wolverine, so maybe we'll get a movie with that. I hope so. And eventually gets back to the point with Deadpool's grave in the fight with the TVA. As Deadpool doesn't want his universe to die or wither away. Right, and during this time he also makes a reference to the Oscar slap. You guys don't know what the Oscar slap is. They made a reference to this. I'm sorry. I mean, it's been like what, almost 2 years since that slap. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know when that slap happened. I think it's been like a year since that slap happened. I'm not sure. And he's still he helps universes basically find new anchor being involving a sort Logan. I don't know what the hell the comic accurate Logan is. By the way, going forward, it'll be comic book accurate. What I'm saying, based on me, is everything is comic book accurate in this movie. It goes off the comic book. And during this, Power of Love is being played, and then he finds a Wolverine with an anchor being, and they're fighting, and then he notices that Wolverine has a costume on. His costume on. And it says, he basically breaks the fourth wall against the fourth wall. It says it took 20 years for a comic book accurate costume. As you all know, Wolverine in the movies, the extra movies, never had a comic book accurate costume, which a lot of that, they're doing this. It's comic book accurate. We have a comic book accurate Spider-Man now, because at the end of No Way Home, Tom Holland's Peter does get his own comic book accurate costume. And he tells over, once he gets back to TVA, he tells Wolverine, welcome to the MCU, by the way. This is the fourth wall break. Then, they get sent to the Void, and during the fight between Deadpool and Wolverines, we see a logo of 20th Century Fox is covered up and sent and rusted, and Deadpool then again does the fifth wall break and says RIP to Fox. Because, as you all know, since Disney bought out the Disney-Fox merger, it is our 20th Century Studios. It's no longer 20th Century Fox. We see Chris Pratt is back as Human Torch. We get meaning Fantastic Four is now part of the MCU. If you have not known, we had Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt was in a Marvel movie before he became Captain America. It was the Fantastic Four movies as Johnny Storm. I love that. We also got a Sabretooth cameo as well during this time. We see Wolverine versus Sabretooth. They all end up getting captured by some people known as Cassandra Nova and stuff. Loki, season 1, episode 5 is referenced by Deadpool. This is a reference, not a fourth wall break. We then see giant Ant-Man suit is used as a base in the Void. So at some point, Ant-Man got sent to the Void. Weird. Cassandra parents, she is Charles Xavier's twins. She ends up killing Chris Pratt's Human Torch because of Deadpool. Okay, he basically made it look like Human Torch basically talked a lot of shit on Cassandra Nova, and I don't like, she's powerful. I mean, Charles Xavier could destroy people, kill people with his mind in one go. But she uses her power, she actually uses her powers and stuff. She basically rips off Johnny Storm's skin to the point, and bones to the point where his organs fall onto the floor. It was funny. I laughed at it. It was funny. I mean, this is freaking Deadpool. Um, they both escape. They end up meeting another Deadpool, who's known as Nice Pool, and because we see his dog Mary Poppins, aka Dogpool. Nice Pool is basically the opposite of Deadpool, but he's got some nice golden guns, I will say. They end up getting his Honda or whatever. I forget what the name of the car was, but it's basically supposed to be like an indestructible vehicle that can like last like through a lot of stuff. They end up getting to a point where they're arguing in the car, and next thing the car stops, and next thing you know, Wolverine and Deadpool are going at it again and fighting, and Logan is basically bashing Wade's head on the crunch of the song "I'm With You" by Avril Lavigne is played. And I'm sorry, I love Avril Lavigne. Like I said, I'm millennial. The soundtrack here was targeted for millennials. Yeah, and during the car ride montage and talking and all that, oh wait, no, my bad. Avril Lavigne's "I'm With You" is played during the car ride and the talking scene. And then they fight, and the song that's playing there is "You're the One I Want" from Grease. And they fight for like a day and night, and they're both basically sleeping at the point. Deadpool is wrapped up in seatbelts, and then they get kidnapped while they're sleeping. At this point, Deadpool keeps thinking about Thor, because during the TVA scene, we see a scene from Dark World, but instead of Loki, they just CGI Deadpool. So maybe that's a future movie. Maybe a spoiler for Secret Wars. I'm not sure. But he keeps thinking about Thor while Logan's basically drinking Jack Daniels. Of course, we know Logan's drinking. We see then appearances by Elektra, Blade, Gambit, and X-23. I believe this is the same actress that played X-23 in the Logan movie years ago. So I'm not sure. But these movies, these people all had their own, like, I think, MCU movies. Not MCU movies, Marvel movies, standalone stuff, before MCU was a thing. They're now, of course, MCU official. And they were sent by the TVA. Lauren, later on, we see Lauren and Logan having a heart-to-heart. Lauren tells Logan how her Logan saves her and the other kid at the end of Logan. And Logan talks about how the X-Men died because of him, because this Logan is different from her Logan. Basically the Wolverine in Deadpool's universe is still dead. He's front of the Wolverine to be the anchor beam. Basically, anyone but Logan, you see anyone going to fight Cassandra. Logan ends up coming out of the trunk anyway. He came and tagged along anyway. And they confront, Logan and Deadpool confront Cassandra Nova, Logan, while they're doing that, we see a scene where Logan cuts off Juggernaut's feet and says, "Adios, pendejo." Which I love that. I love that. Cassandra then, go back to Cassandra and Deadpool, Cassandra fighting Logan and Deadpool. She makes Logan remember what he did by pumping his mind with the powers. After finding the X-Men dead, he ran a rampage, killed a bunch of innocents, and basically made his world turn against the X-Men. All mutants. Logan then says he's an X-Men and says Cassandra's brother would not let him kill her because Deadpool has her by the neck. Cassandra states that Strange was there and took his trinket after betrayals and all that and stuff. She says she wore his skin for 4 days. So, did she kill him? I wonder if she killed him. Because, like, we know at the end of the Multiverse of Madness, he has his third eye. Meaning, I'm wondering if the next, because we know that we're getting I think we're getting a third Doctor Strange movie. I think this movie might tie in with Deadpool Wolverine. I'm not sure. Don't call me that. Basically, Deadpool and Logan make it back to Deadpool's universe, and I'm back at the dealership, and lo and behold, this is the sixth, fourth wall break, and they're in a car, and the kid goes, "Whoa, Wolverine!" And Deadpool says, "Yeah, Fox killed him, but Disney revived him, and it's gonna make him do this till he's 90. I hope so. No one else can play Wolverine. Persona basically comes back as well, telling us to destroy every universe until the void is left. There's another multiverse portal opened by the trinket. And Mary Poppins comes back, and Nice Pool does too. Nice Pool attempts the fourth wall break, obviously fails. And then we get a whole army of Deadpool variants. We get, let's see what I've seen. I've seen Lady Pool, Seven Pool, Baby Pool, Kid Pool with a foul mouth, Cowboy Pool, Zombie Pool. Like I said, there's like a whole bunch of Deadpools. And after a heartfelt speed, it turns out to an all-out pool warfare. Turns out, Nice Pool can regenerate. But every other Deadpool can. He eventually gets his head blown off, and Deadpool takes his guns in memory of him, in honor of him. Wolverine and Deadpool then face up against an army of Deadpool variants to Like a Prayer by Madonna, which was in the one trailer for the movie. So I actually have that song downloaded. That song is a millennial T. Wolverine then brings out his comic book mask. Comic book accurate costume! Everybody said I was loving it. The battle was both funny and epic, and you see Mary Poppins or Deadpool just run along, you know, on the street, helping out as you can. Turns out every Deadpool, like I said, can regenerate, except Nice Pool. And every Deadpool has a Peter. You see Peter come out with Deadpool's original costume, basically distracting, so that way Logan and Deadpool can do their thing. I want to say those Deadpools are basically in that universe, so I don't know what's going on with that. Logan and Deadpool make it to TVA. Deadpool does say this is the home stretch and the movie is almost over, except for wall break, by the way. Deadpool prepares to sacrifice himself and die permanently and makes a Star Trek reference. Wolverine, however, just break the story down during this final bit. With 2% left on the countdown. They're both holding hands to the song Like a Prayer, stopping the timeline from disintegrating, and it rips off Logan's top of his costume. So we see Logan's again. I know a lot of people were probably waiting for that. I didn't care for that. I just wanted to see the movie because, like, it's two of my favorite characters coming together. And of course, Deadpool can't help himself because he's freaking Deadpool, man. He's freaking Deadpool. And this is, I understand, this is a more slower version of Like a Prayer Madonna, and I'm just like loving it. It's befitting the noble sacrifice, right? Well, timeline integrity was saved, but Deadpool and Wolverine survived because Deadpool says when you put him and Owen together, holding hands and listen to Madonna, they are indestructible. It's with Warwick, by the way. Deadpool and Wolverine basically go back. It's like, Deadpool's like, hey, if you don't like have anywhere to go, you're more than welcome to come with me. While they go back to Blind Owl's apartment, and you see all the characters there too. You see, except the army of Deadpool and Johnny Storm. You know, you see Electro's there. Basically, people they met in the void. Deadpool, it looks like Deadpool gets his girlfriend back. But Wolverine is not in that universe to save the timeline. Because they said whatever Deadpool did, him and Deadpool did, it saved his timeline regardless. We see an end credits scene. So during the end credits, scenes from past movies that were not part of the MCU were shown while Goodwin's Spike video was playing. These movies included X-Men movies, Deadpool movies, Electro, Blade, Fantastic Four movies. Basically every character that was in this movie, scenes from the movies were played. Then we only had one end credit scene. I think there was only one because they turned off the movie after that. Basically, that person is missing the rumors that he got Johnny Storm killed. due to his memory. Okay, but it's not. It was funny. We all knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, that was the movie itself. Oh man, that movie. I will say, I will give this movie a 10 out of 10. I mean, it was everything. Deadpool was Deadpool. They did not change Deadpool whatsoever. They kept Deadpool. Just he said they were going to keep Deadpool. Wolverine, they did great with him, and I'm glad that him and the X-Men and all the characters that were brought into there are not part of the MCU. I can't wait for the future in the MCU. I can't wait to see them in the MCU. Yeah, I can't wait to see where it goes from here. I'm hoping we get a Deadpool 4. I'm hoping we get a Wolverine vs. Hulk movie too. I would love to see that. We are getting Red Hulk actually in the new Captain America movie, so that's something. I've seen them post pictures on social media. We see Red Hulk holding Captain America's shield, so that is awesome. So yeah, this was a good movie. I can't wait for more stuff like this. This is what I feel like was so awesome. It was based on 10. They kept Deadpool. They did right by Hugh Jackman and right by Wolverine. So great seeing my favorite characters that were not obviously part of the MCU back. They're bringing those characters to the MCU, and I just love it. So 10 out of 10, guys. We'll see it. And like I said, the songs, I love the songs that were played, especially like a type of Madonna. Mwah! So good. Fortunately, they did not have any specialized popcorn buckets or cups or anything. I wish there was. I mean, the ticket was like $12.50 that I went to. I could have gone to AMC. It would have been a cheaper ticket, but yeah. I ended up paying $12.50 for a ticket, but it was worth it. It was worth it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. Can't wait to do a lot more stuff for this channel. So thank you for watching this review. Like I said, I highly recommend 10 out of 10 for Deadpool and Wolverine. Mr. Go check it out. Go watch it. If you haven't watched it and you watch this video, I'm not sorry, because at the end of the day, I told you in the beginning of the video to go watch the movie before you watch this video. Okay, there were going to be spoilers. When you watch a movie review, there were going to be spoilers. So, ain't my problem you watch this video without watching Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm out. Peace.